Hey Arab, everyone's talking about you right now. You got thrown into a Drake song.
Yeah. Listen, man, I woke up to it, man. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I woke up to the morning to 100 missed calls and unanswered text messages and all that shit.
Okay, so you woke up and you're in charged up. Do you have any idea how you wound up in that song?
I have, I mean, I got assumptions. It's probably because I'm the top going to Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably heard that I run shit out there. You know what I mean? So that's the only assumption I can come up with. He probably did his homework and heard that I run shit out there.
Well, we had done an interview before, and there was a rumor about you signing to OVO before. There was a rumor that you were going to be signing with Drake, OVO.
Yeah.
What's up with that rumor?
I mean, it really was just a rumor for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody just went crazy on Twitter one day and shit and just tweeted some shit. I don't know where it came from. Somebody tweeted some shit like that. And there was all these fucking hits and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where that shit came from.
And once again, there is another rumor of you signing to OVO again. Do you want to address it at this point again?
Um, let's just say it ain't happened yet.
So you're saying it could happen?
Yeah, it could happen.
All right. Now, there was a video, I think you're in it, Dark Low was in it, y'all talking about how Drake came to Philly?
No, it's that shit got. I was doing some features with some guys from out Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts, and they had the camera. Motherfuckers was charged up that night and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Dark Low and them just going crazy. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't know he's gonna put that shit out, but it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? No, they would just say that Drake wanted to come to Philly, he got the red carpet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but Drake wasn't actually in Philly.
No, he
That
wasn't
night
in
of the
Philly.
night.
He wasn't in Philly.
Okay. So, before we get into everything else, what's your relationship these days with Meek?
Uh, I have no fucking idea, man. To be honest with you, man. No, I talked to Meek probably like a month ago, month and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? I actually was there at the video shoot when the little shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And we talked that day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's I don't be know what be going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like after Drake said my name, motherfuckers was telling me that he was, you know what I mean? It was a little shots thrown at me. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, but every time I talk to him, it's like, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk to him, it's like, no, that we still cool, but I don't know if the shot thrown at me or not. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I need to talk to him. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when you guys talk, it's a respectful relationship.
Yeah.
So, saying that, what was your first reaction when you heard Meek's response record? Want to know?
I was just listening close because I knew Drake said my name and I'm on the internet and I'm thinking like, I seen everybody making it seem like, I damn near diss Meek too. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake said my name, you know what I'm saying? So my first listen was like, oh man, I wonder if you're gonna say I wonder if you're gonna say something about me. You know what I'm saying? That's what the first, you know what I'm saying? My first response was, but then he didn't say nothing about me. It was like, I'm not even gonna lie, man. After I heard, I'm thinking like this can't be it. You know what I'm saying? Me come from Philly streets. I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? It was gonna be some more shit than that. You know what I mean? So we always waiting. We always just waiting like, no, this ain't the end of it. That's just the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? And then that kind of find out that was the end of it. You know what I mean? So it was like,
I think most people were a little bit disappointed in Meek's response because Meek does come from a battle background,
Yeah.
from a street background. He's had battles with Cassidy. He's had, this is how he does it. So I almost thought that he already had something written before he even started the disses.
Yeah.
That would have been the strategic thing to do.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. I thought it was gonna be like 5 fucking Drake disses out by now. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, he gonna go Meek gonna go hard. And it's a good opportunity because Drake is at a higher level than him, so it's like I think this is a good opportunity for him to get, you know what I mean, to get more fans or you know what I mean, to get more stripes. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
he came with that, and that was it. And I was like, I was kind of kind of a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
In terms of a diss song, do you think Charged Up was a strong song for Drake?
Now Charged Up was cool, but when Drake dropped back to back, I think that was like, not just to take myself out of not being biased. That was a fucking that was a fucking crazy ass diss song, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit he was saying in it was like hitting home. You know what I mean?
So back to back, you thought it was a crazy diss song.
Yeah, I'm listening to because the shit he was saying it was like it was direct. It was directly at you know what I mean what's going on in Meek's in his life and it was on the tip of like he Eminem'd it like yeah you getting bodied by a singing nigga so you definitely can't come back with that calling him a singing nigga you know what I'm saying so it's like that was a good move though but I still kind of thought Meek was gonna come back with some powerful shit though you know what I'm saying but that joint right there that was heavy man I'm like all right this is the beginning of a good fucking battle you know what I'm saying that's what I was thinking. I knew that was gonna be the end. I thought it was just gonna be the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you gave me your opinion about when Meek dropped "Wanna Know." In terms of Philly, how did the streets of Philly react to the Meek song? Because you're not going to tell me everyone disliked it, because Meek, that's his core fan base.
Yeah, no, listen. From outside looking in, being from Philly, I'm watching everybody. You know, it was like a lot of motherfuckers thought that shit was like that was corny. A lot of people thought it was corny. A lot of people thought it was trash. A lot of people thought like Meek lost. But a lot of motherfuckers thought like that's just a warm up. No, Meek got some more shit coming. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas is waiting on the next Meek diss. You know what I'm saying? Cause you thinking like, all right, you thinking this shit light, so it's like ain't really that heavy. You thinking like, all right, Meek gonna come with some powerful shit now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers saying, yo, that's just a warm up. That's just a warm up. You know what I mean? So everybody's waiting on the second joint, the second diss track. But it never came. You know what I mean? You know, who knows? He might still drop one.
Do you think it's too late to drop one right now, or do you think if he drop one, he can come right back in it?
I'm not gonna lie, man. You to be non-biased. I don't know, man. Might be. I don't know, man. It's been like 4 or 5 days, man. It's like I don't know. It might be a little too late. I don't know, man. It depends on how hard he come. He gotta come with some ether type shit, man. But it might be if you ain't coming with no ether type shit, it might be a little too late now.
Okay, well, let's take a different approach. Based on how you understand hip hop works and Philly and so forth. What if Meek Mill went on Twitter or made a video and said, you know something, Drake, I apologize. I was tripping. I was tripping over a retweet or whatever the hell I was tripping over. I apologize. You got the best of me in this battle. My bad. Hopefully we'll make some music. We can work it out, make music again in the future sometime. How do you think the people in the streets would react to that?
Motherfuckers wouldn't like that shit, you know what I mean? Because it's like, where we from, you got to stand by what you do, you know what I mean? If you say that, you got to stand by that shit, you know what I mean? Don't apologize. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand by that shit, man. So if you do that, like, I think the streets they probably grind him up even a little more, you know what I mean? They probably grind him up a lot. They probably go at him about that shit a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably diss him a lot about that shit. Because you got to stand what you do, you know what I mean? If you said it, you got to stand it. As simple as that.
There was some video that was circulating where, like, in New York, they played, the intro to Dreams and Nightmares, and the crowd booed it. And I know that for a fact, that's been a big song ever since he dropped it in the clubs. Like, I remember being in clubs in LA, Atlanta, wherever they play that, and it's big. So I'm sure it's a huge song in Philly. Do you know if Philly crowds are booing in the same way when they're playing Meek music in the clubs?
No, no. Meek music, his shit been like, no, they ain't gonna boom Meek shit in the club. Not in Philly.
Okay, that's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that Philly ain't turning against Meek.
Yeah, that's like people, you know, you understand we ain't got nothing in Philly, but motherfucker Philly don't got nobody but him. So you know what I mean, and you know, he used that to his advantage. You know what I mean, because he ain't got nobody. Ain't like his 3-4 rappers that made a big stream. You know what I'm saying? So the only big stream artist they got is him. So it's like he can always, you know what I mean? He can always get over on that tip.
We had put up a story. There was some footage of the Philadelphia Eagles actually practicing the back-to-back, singing along and shit. You heard about that?
No, I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, the Eagles were practicing the back-to-back.
Damn, that's heavy. That's heavy, but I ain't hear nothing about that shit, man. But that's crazy, man. Like Drake done turned that song to a song niggas play in clubs and shit. And
If Meek called you up right now and said, "Yo, AR-Ab, I want you to jump on a diss song, a Drake diss song right now. Me and you go back to back, make it crazy." You heard the beat is crazy. You heard Meek's lyrics, they're crazy. Would you jump on it?
Probably not. Nah, I wouldn't jump on it. I ain't dissing nobody for nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't do it.
Nah.
What I'm gonna get out of it? You know what I'm saying?
Are you at all surprised that Nicki ain't really jumping in? Like, if that's her man, if that's the dude that she loves, wouldn't you expect her to jump in? I mean, you know, if you were getting jumped, would your girl jump in and stab somebody for you?
No, but listen, you don't really want no girl fight your battles. That's kind of embarrassing, though. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want my chick to jump in this shit. Like, nah, man, you're not gonna be, cause they're already like doing him dirty on Instagram. Like, you don't really want to, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want your chick to jump in. That's gonna be like coincide with Drake said. You know what I'm saying, about the boss, bitches, wife, and niggas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If she do that, that'd be coinciding that. And then you don't really want your girl fighting your battles, man. I wouldn't want none of my bitches fighting my battles. You know what I'm saying?
But as far as just rapping and being able to put words together and flow and say what you want to say and make it rhyme, he's definitely one of the nicest when it come to that.
Would you say he's the
fact.
king of hip hop?
Nah, I wouldn't say that because I'm in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
I said for some reason I feel like some of them motherfuckers is just renting the house to do that shit, and find out some of them was. I can't do that. You know, I ain't want to do that. I wanted to show where the fuck I was living at the time.